Hello friends, in today's video we're going to be changing the brake pads on this Ford Transit 2019 van. uh, I've just taken the wheel off, and by the look of it, the outer pad seems fine. It's got plenty of meat on it, but the inner pad is completely worn out down to the brake wear sensor. Okay, so we are getting the brake wear sensor light on the dashboard as well um, for this van. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna change the pads and the brake sensor as well. So just gonna crack on with it. Right, so in order to disengage the caliper, we'll have to undo a 15mm bolt here and one here. Okay, and we also have to unclip this cable from here. Okay, so we will also have to unclip the brake wear sensor cable from here. When we change the brake pads, we're gonna change the brake wear sensor same time as well. There we go, that's two of the bolts out of the way. Okay, so we're just gonna pull out this sensor as well. There we go. That's the reason why we are getting the brake wear sensor warning light on the dash, because uh, it's rubbing the disc. In order to undo the brake wear sensor clip, we'll remove this clamp here so that we can get to see it clearer. There we go. Okay, so this is our old brake wear sensor removed. I'm just gonna slide in the new brake wear sensor. So this is the new brake wear sensor. Okay, so it slides in like this, all the way in, just like that. Okay, so now we'll put this clamp back on. There we go, friends, that's that done. Okay, so now we'll remove the caliper. So before we remove the caliper, what we'll do is we'll just press the piston back in like this. There we go. It's a twin piston caliper, dual piston. So what we'll do here is, okay, so I've pushed the bottom piston back, so I'm just gonna do the top one now. There we go, friends. Okay, there we go, friends. I'll push both pistons back. Now we're gonna pull the brake pads out. Okay, right, friends, before I put the new pads, I'm just gonna clean the disc. It's a bit corroded on the edges, so just gonna give it a good clean, and from the sides as well. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the inner side of it. There you go, friends, that's good enough. These are the new brake pads. They came with the brake pad sensors as well. Okay, and we paid £28 for these. They came with the new bolts as well as the clips. So we'll be replacing all these clips. There we go. So just gonna do the inner ones as well. There we go. That's how they slide in. There we go. That's that done. Right, friends, before I slide the new brake pads, I'm gonna pull these guide pins out. I'm gonna apply plenty of grease on them. The grease we're using is a high temperatured grease. Okay, so you're gonna apply plenty of it. There we go. And same for the top one. These pins are very dry. There we go, friends. That's better. Right, friends, just gonna slide in the pads now. So to start off with, I'm gonna do the inner pad. Okay, so this is how they go in. But before I put the pads in, I'm gonna apply some grease. I'm gonna apply a little bit grease on the each side of the brake pad leg, the guide pin. Okay, there we go. So that's how we're gonna slide it in. There we go. That's the inner one done. Okay, same again on the outer one. Let me grease on the edges so that it can move in and out freely on the clips. There we go. So it goes in like this. Okay, simple as that. Simple forward procedure. Okay, friends, now we're gonna bring in the caliper. There we go, friends. The new pads came with the new bolts, so that's what we're gonna use here. Okay. Right, just gonna tighten the bolts. There we go. That's that done nicely. Just gonna go over with the ratchet to make sure that Yeah, nice and tight. Yeah, that's fine. And the bottom one. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so now we're gonna slide in the brake press sensor. Okay, so the way it goes is like this. Okay, this is where it gets skewed. Okay, and then what we're gonna do, we're gonna just push it in from here. There we go, friends. Okay, job done. That's the new brake pads fitted on Ford Transit in no time. Thank you very much for watching the video.